So let's have a look at the guide. Now they do have an example set up for a farm. Simple certus farm. This. Which is fairly simple, and this is what I'm going to do. Maybe not as complex as this right now. But basically, the idea is the annihilation plane will pull things into the network. And the idea is, apparently, yeah. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, basically the idea is, get an annihilation plane, put it next to the certus quartz crystal, and then it will try to pull things into the TAG system, but you make sure the only place it can go is a place that can only store certus quartz crystals. So it shouldn't pull in anything but certus quartz crystals, like fully grown ones. It does mean an annihilation plane, annihilation core. Here's the thing, we're gonna need electric packer for making these circuits, unless, honestly, I might use the electric pack, even if inscribe recipe still works, the inscribe it is painful. So I might actually make it an electric packer. I don't know if there's any reason to have this other than applied energistics, really. There really isn't. What's the point of this then in modern industrialization, that applied energistics? It's just like, just to make these? Oh no, okay. Oh no, that's just electric packer. Dedicated recipes, there's a bunch of stuff the pack can do. Which seemingly is nothing that can't be done with a Zycraft fabricator, so maybe not that useful to me right now. Also, how many parts of stuff do we have? I'm just gonna make an applied energistics inscriber, I think. It's slower, but it's so much cheaper. Inscriber. Let me make silicon now. Just smelting certus quartz dust. That's a thing, actually. Hold on, our extractors. Extractors can pull from certus. It has to be flawless. Alright, I'm just gonna crush some crystals. Oops, that's not what I want. Okay, and all the crystals that have been growing in this asteroid are certainly ready to harvest right now. The only issue I have here is this is really far away. This is really far away. No, I can railcraft the items. Oh my god, these haven't. You are chunk loaded. You are chunk loaded. Okay, maybe I do need an energy acceptor because these grow so slowly. So slowly. Oh dear. Anyway. Yeah, getting power over here might be a problem. What I could do, I guess, is railcraft carts. Do I have carts with energy cells? Could this work? I don't know if this is assuming it's like energy loader or unloader. Maybe this hasn't been implemented yet. Maybe it hasn't been implemented yet. So, I really don't want to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, like 10 chunks worth of wire is like 160 wire. What I can do, however, I'm definitely going to have a minecart transporting stuff from here to here. What I want to do is I'll load all the certus on the minecart, take it back, and then I'm going to load charcoal onto the minecart. 1 stack of charcoal onto the minecart, it'll come back here, and it'll feed that charcoal into a steam boiler and a turbine. I'll have a dedicated energy supply for the certus farm. It won't eat into my base's energy supply ever. And I don't have to run a whole bunch of cable. I think that's a good idea. So, let's have a look. I've got boilers. And 1 boiler. I think 1 boiler's enough. Or is it 4 boilers enough for a turbine? OV steam turbine. Requires... It should produce up to 32 EUs, so 32 EUs of steam. That steel boiler can produce up to 32 EUs of steam. Most bronze boiler can only do 8, so... Steel upgrades. Do we have any of these? Alright. And bronze ruler and steel machine casing. And it's a bit of a pain. You know what I can do? I can just have 3 boilers there. Whatever. It's not gonna hurt. Okay, so we're gonna need rails, yes. Power rails gonna need a whole bunch more of. We're also gonna need... Let's clear all of this out. This one, we're gonna need 4 of these. We're gonna need 2 item loaders and 2 item unloaders. Hoppers, yes. Problem with these is they need acacia wood. We've got saplings. Insta-grow. Don't need just right now pull block. Pull block. Yeah, that was an attempt at getting the certus from that meteor over to my base, but it didn't work. That spell's kinda useless right now. Radio, 2 loaders, 2 unloaders. Now, I'm not going to make this look particularly pretty. I might improve it later. Let's see, what do we make this out of? Stone. That looks good. This will be fine. I'm not going to make this look too pretty. Also track. What do we have here? Got 2 locking track kits. That's exactly what I need. Grover. And, oh, track, of course. Okay. And track. So locking track kit, and we want to make this train lockdown holding. And actually we want below it an unloader, don't we? Alright, holding. Unloader on the top. This needs to load charcoal. And this is to only load charcoal. And this needs to only unload certus. I want to say move into the destination matches the filter. Move exactly as much as in the filter. Move until the destination matches the filter. And we put a stack of charcoal in the filter. And that should, I think, yep, there we go. Yep, oop. There we go. So I'm going to keep a stack of charcoal in the chest, in the minecart. Then okay, so I've built a track all from my base to the asteroid. Apparently that's not... How long has that been a bug in the game for? I built the track down here, so at this end, loader, track, loader. Let's also be holding. So what we're going to do is we want to load. We only want to unload charcoal. Move all matching items. Process until complete. And this one, we want to load certus. Now I don't have pipes with me. I need to go get some. So let's just build out this area a bit. So the pipes will go into 3 bronze boilers. They're coal, even. Here. Room for a 4th. Charcoal pipe into this. Steam will come at the top into a turbine. Turbine will go into the asteroid. We just need a as I craft water pump, hydro pump. Thought I could break. Can I uncraft this? I can. So I don't have to walk all the way back, and also so I can see if this the booster rails are spaced properly. Fluid pipes. Don't have any item pipes. But I'm just going to use these. Or maybe I should craft some item pipes. I think that'll be fine. Item pipes, bronze curved plates and steel gears. Bronze. Where's my compressor? Here. And steel gears. An excellent time to try out my new gear factory. I also forgot what the ratios on this thing are, and it's substantially more difficult to figure out. Wonderful. So yeah, I believe it's 10. Oh, that's easy. Okay, yeah, it's 10. It's 10 steel for 2 gears. I was worried about that. I can remember the manual gear crafting recipe being really difficult with tons and tons of components, but the assembler recipe is actually quite easy. Alright. This isn't working ideal. This isn't ideal. Ratios are all wrong. That can't be right, can it? Why isn't that working? must have just put the ratios in wrong, because, yeah. Oh well, we got enough gears for our pipes. So yeah, next thing I need for this project is a turbine. I believe I've got a Zycraft hydro pump already. Yes, I do. Gonna need a tank to pump into, however. Yeah, I'm gonna need to pump into a tank before I can pump into the boilers. So that'll be enough for an iron tank. Now turbine. LV steam turbine, actually, not that bad. Requires a circuit, requires 2 tin rotors, requires 2 motors. Requires a tin cable and 2 fluid pipes. The hardest part is the machine hull. That's a bit annoying. I'm gonna have to craft some more batteries, which is more battery alloy. That might be something to get to make, like a battery factory. I assume all these batteries are crafted similarly. They are. It's not just battery alloy, the difference is these. So hey, like, that could be something not too difficult to build in the future, is a battery factory that could produce all 5 types of batteries. Anyway, battery alloy. You are lead and antimony, and I'll have to do this off camera. Okay, LV steam turbines, so we should have everything we need now. Okay, here we are, so let's get under here. Pull charcoal out of here into the boilers. We're gonna put this on. Can this do round robin? I don't think it can. Doesn't really matter though. Then we want also some fluid pipes under here. I have an iron tank, pull it out of the iron tank, and then a hydro pump will put water into the iron tank. Good. Should be able to. Oops. Why did that shift click into the filter? I just shift clicked my charcoal into the filter and it deleted all of it. Okay. The mod is in beta. Okay, I can't put it in the buffer. I guess we can't extract from the buffer. Okay, so anyway, probably should do this a different way, just so it's yeah. I might want to expand this to 4 boilers in the future, so I want this like this. Right, so then we take steam out of the boilers, which obviously is not happening yet, into the LV steam turbine, and then the LV steam turbine should go to an energy acceptor. The energy acceptor will run to my annihilation plane, storage bus, and some growth accelerators, hopefully. So power setup on this side is done. I just need to go craft the applied logistics components, which I will do off camera because it is slow and tedious. Okay, we're here, so carefully break our way to the asteroid. I really don't want to damage any of the certus quartz. I'm going to do this one first. I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky to get 2 flawless in a meteor literally right next to my base. So I think what I want to do, we'll make the top one the one where I'm gonna break. So I did get some growth accelerators. Let's be very careful here. Growth accelerator here. Growth accelerator here. And here's where the smartness comes in. We put the annihilation plane on here. As you can see, breaking a non-fully grown cluster gives you certus quartz, or breaking a fully grown cluster gives you certus quartz. Breaking a non-fully grown gives you dust. Fully grown gives you crystal. This will import everything. There's no way to filter it. However, if we make sure, let's just open this area up a bit more, showing. We make sure the only place the annihilation plane can put things is filtered to certus quartz crystals, and it'll only pull certus quartz crystals. We can connect this via cables. These, I believe, be rotated like this. There we go. Then we put energy acceptor. And run a cable in. So now get this going. So we're making 24 EU from these boilers. Hopefully that proves to be enough. We're making steam because it's... There we go, now we are. So now this should turn on. Should. Now that... Yeah, the network is filling up. There we go. Everything is online. So we're going to be growth accelerating the budding quartz. And there we go. It just grew some and it's been sucked into the drawers. Well, I might put another there. Okay. So I can improve this with more growth accelerators. But this is good. Not very fast, but it will make us an infinite amount of certus quartz, which will be very, very nice. So now all I need to do is, I'm not going to hook this up to the loader just yet because I need to lock the drawers. I do need to do also is go back to my base and make sure we're sending charcoal over to the loader. Okay, pipes are here. So I want charcoal, so let's get rid of that connection. Should I be using these pipes? I don't think that matters. They're cheaper than modern industrialization pipes. Okay. Actually, if we do use modern industrialization pipes here, we can kind of... Okay, one industrialization pipes, excellent. Make sure these are set to blacklist. So we're going to connect to this one. And this, no, don't want to put stuff there. We do want to put charcoal in this one. So we say charcoal in. That should just work straight away. Cool. So I think that's it. That should be it done, really. So this should be functional now. Let's get a chest cart. And I'm going to make a minecart for myself as well. So, yeah, so wait, things are operational over this end. We're not taking the certus quartz into the base automatically just yet. We can get it working over here. Can't get it working over here. Need more random pipes so I can get it working over here. That's fine. I'm gonna go sleep anyway. Okay, here we are. Draw key. Block that drawer, so even if everything we take out, even if we take everything out, it will still stay filled to certus quartz. Whatever. Okay. Take certus out of there. Put it into here. Okay. We're making quite a lot of this. That's excellent. I want to just make this one certus in the filter. Just so it's cleaner. Okay. I guess we put that there. To go and oops, no, that didn't work. Okay, it mustn't be blocking track. Holding train holding boarding. Boarding, that's the one. That's the one we need. Alright. Yep. Okay, there was nothing for it. No? Maybe boarding isn't what we need. What is that? Oh, boarding, reverse, train boarding. Lockdown, train lockdown, holding. No, it's definitely boarding. Let's go back up. Why don't I use my other train? My other minecart system. Camera movement in a minecart is weird for some reason. I don't know why. This one is, yeah, boarding. And, yeah. Okay. That's filling up. That's not ideal. Fix. Just fill out that buffer with... Make sure this only fills with a stack of charcoal. I think it's wasteful otherwise. Boarding reversed, okay. So this should do this. That should fill with, it only filled with 12 and now it's gone. What is happening? I told it to move into the destination process complete until operations complete. Process until out of room or supply. what did I have on this one over here? This one is set to process until out of room or supply. Okay, that must have been why. Oh, it came back. Move until the destination matches. Move exactly as much as in the, I think transfer is what we want. Move exactly as much as in the filter. Alright. Now we wait for this to come back. Is that stuck? Or is that not updated? No, it's not stuck. Alright, we are sending certus. Okay, I want that to move everything in the buffer. Yes. No, it didn't move everything that's in the buffer. You know what, it moved enough. It moved enough. I'm not too worried about this. It doesn't need to be perfect. Move until that room split. Move all the G items. Should load everything. Yep. You know, I think I know what the problem is. We got both the loaders trying to have authority over the track. That's the problem. So I think the solution to that would be offset the loaders and the unloaders one here and make it a lockdown track rather than, or a holding track rather than a boarding track. Yeah, but this is working. Not optimally, but it's functional. I think it's good enough for now, really. This isn't pulling from the buffer for some reason. I guess these are also set to whitelist in. Yeah. Blacklist in. So yeah, I can improve this and fix the problem with both the things trying to have authority over the locking track. But it moves enough charcoal for it to function. That's good. So, we now have infinite certus farm. Only one thing to do, and that is claim these chunks and force load them. And then we can also, hold on, let's get a dye, pink dye, pink, maybe red dye, you know, light blue dye makes sense. And a oak drawers, put the drawers here. I'm gonna say you put certus in. And you take certus out. And that is our certus farm complete. We're now stocking up certus quartz in the base here. Lots of it, in fact. That's excellent. That's very good. Let's still need to fix this thing. I had to make some more steel gears, and I just threw some steel in. Not worrying about ratios. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. All my ores are finished processing. I've got tons and tons of stuff now. Blast furnace is still going, producing a lot of steel for me. So hopefully soon. Well, soon we're going to get an MacLeod logistics system running. We've got an infinite supply of certus quartz now. So yeah, MacLeod logistics system is definitely on the table now. That's really good. So, EBF, electronic blast furnace. It's within my power to get, pretty much. It's just nickel and iron for most of it, and I've got plenty of both of those. I'm sure I got enough to make a blast furnace. Copper nickel is just copper and nickel, which is more nickel. I probably have enough. What I would like to do, however, beforehand, is probably make a cable factory. That way I can use raw synthetic rubber. Or synthetic rubber, rather than having to use rubber sheets. So 3 cable factory. Then that'll get me on my way towards a blast furnace. In addition, steam quarry, which is what I'm stockpiling this iron for, as it needs a lot of it. A lot of it. Well, it's like 128 steel there, not even counting gears. So, but honestly, 128 steel at this point, not really a problem. I've probably got enough to make the steam quarry too. So I guess I'll do that next time. I'm running out of time, so I won't be able to do the integrated dynamics setup for this thing. It's very simple. I'll do that next time. But yeah, we should have enough resources for both a steam quarry and an electric blast furnace. Steam quarry going, we can get a bronze drill factory going. And yeah, that will definitely help with the resource income. And then after that, I believe EPF lets us get aluminium, and that will be into the MV age.